Why, hello there everybody, my name is FredX and welcome back to Annihilate The Spance. I thought I'd start this video showing off this really cool showcase button I found, which just has a random 1v1 with the AI trying to murder each other. Because I've run this through a few times, and depending on what happens, sometimes the greens win, sometimes the blue wins. So I think the idea is it's kind of like perfectly balanced in a way. Regardless, let's do the game, shall we? Sphinx, we have a second, talk to me. The Tycoon are being framed. The facility was my old platform down to the cabling. Jupiter is not Tycoon but a standard AI of some description. We are witnessing the beginning of a destabilization effort. Ooh, okay. As such, I wish to reinstate that I desire to remain with you and your associate FredTech. You have a deep affinity for conflict resolution that our division does not possess and will soon require. We shall be able to avenge my personal failures by discern the nature of the errata forms, as well as resolve the events perpetuating around us. You know what, but I'm happy with that. I wasn't going to let you out of my sight anyway, but it's better on even terms. Okay, first things first. Who's framing you? The Valtori? No, I say this politely, but I do not believe either factions are capable of this. We do not share sufficient standards for such rapid and functional reconstruction. A party fluent in our equipment must be perpetuating this. That or you're not as clued up on what your Tycoon are doing as you think you are. Jupiter is not Tycoon division. Whoa. Okay, man. Chill, mate. It's fine. Take a chill pill. Sphinx, you're growing on me, but you don't know everything that goes on in a place like this. It's time for you to get to this. It's time for you to get us to this director Inu of yours so we can sort a few things out. Excellent. I should take you to, it would seem you're receiving a comm link. Ah, yeah, we're getting a call. FredX, get dressed. It's press out. Wait, what, am I just in my pants the whole time? That wouldn't be out of character for me. Fleet Marshal, FredX, Mr. Holtz, the Armada extends deep thanks to for your commitment and steadfast fulfillment of your duties. You have matched the honor of those whom serve in the fleet of Contao and preserved 2 souls. Your accounts have been credited accordingly. Thank you. Where's this money, by the way? Do I ever get to spend it? Or is it all just Holt's money? I need to get some... Where's my paycheck? It's been ages now. Of course, Second Fleet Soul. We keep our word. We are content to draw our contract with you to a close and allow you some rest. However, Third Fleet Soul Herban wishes to make use of you in dealing with the Tycoon. They are a piece of the puzzle we have yet to cut into shape. We're not tired yet. Pass us to him. FredX, glad to see you again. You've done a marvelous job displaying to those assailants what power the Armada wields. I'm giddy just thinking about it. Interesting choice of words, but fair enough. Now, I have done a little digging in the remains of Prestel's AI scrambled base and established that Tycoon's Jupiter was cooperating with our Contalian rebels. They enabled him to scramble Prestel's commands and control network from within. This was a wonderfully devilish plan, and I do enjoy its ingenuity, but alas, we have terminated all of them. Right, so what's the point here, Heaven? Of course, yes, I have pulled from Jupiter's twisted sail drive wreckage its previous jump location. The Hyuna Still Zone. Lovely, quiet place, and one we've never really cared for. Perfect for a Tycoon staging post. I require you to proceed there and detain anyone you find. Use whatever force you find necessary, but get me something useful. Data, personnel, another sail drive, whatever you wish. Additionally, I am authorizing you with the further schematics to equalize your firepower. You should find the howling power of Konzao Shadow Artillery, the Yoga Barrel, able to deal with any amassed fleets or threats you encounter. Imagine being a voice actor for this game. It would be horrifying. Oh, let's do this faction. Oh, of course. And we got the Sogolabla. Yeah. Oh, wait. Nearly Sondor. I know Gondor, so that's closer for me. And our Solgasndonda fleet shield, able to amplify the power of light forces. A little device of mine from a while back. Sounds good to use. We'll get going right away. Hey, Sphinx, I think fate just smiled on us. It appears so. Let us waste no time. Oh, there's some Valtori right next to me. Oh, this is a big Tycoon base. Well, seems we're not the first to come running into this battle zone. Con, Val, even Tycoon wreckage. This had one hell of a party. They had one hell of a party. Mr. Holtz, FredX, don't tell me you're here to attack us also. Yes, that's exactly why we're here. Wow, no. Wow, no. Well, detain. Okay, it's complicated. Who's been attacking you? Another platform? Tactical admin, terminate our intruder. Is that a Valtori guy? Mr. Inu, these are the Sphinx friends. Oh, it's the guy we're going to go and see anyway. Ah, you're the ones I've been told about. Mr. Holtz, please release Sphinx to us. Listen here, boss. We've not come all this way to give you leverage we have. You guys have been messing with the glowfish and have upset a guy called Lycos. What are you doing in the Spance? Our division was created to understand the Spance. It is a major anomaly, as are the first aliens we have ever met, the Erratiforms. They must be understood. I do agree with that. The consequences of Sphinx research is unfortunate. However, the information gained from Sphinx's engulfment is invaluable, even if it has cost him a degree of stability. No, he's totally fine. What are you talking about? With that, please release Sphinx or we will have to use force. Mr. Inu, it's good to see you. Mr. Inu, good to see you. I do believe that I can be a better use to our division by remaining with these mercenaries. They have privileged access to a number of factors within the Spance. We aren't handing him over, but I don't want to fight you. We can work something out amicably. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. We will have to retrieve Sphinx against your will. Tactical, engage combat. Okay, so I guess we're going to have to kill this entire base. It's just started. Okay, fair enough. Now, my hopes would be that we can maybe turn online some of these random facilities to help us out a little bit. But for the most part, let's have a look at the base, shall we? So we got a very low capacity production yard over here with some basic defenses, but nothing too dangerous, really. Just literally, what, 8 or so yards and 10 yards? Nothing really crazy there. The similar size, tiny little base in the corner here, as well as this giant production facility. Now, I'm going to go and point out that I think this base is very top heavy. So they've got a lot of defense on the front, of course, tons of defensive lines, but they've also got a lot of protection at the back, which is just flat out not under protection. So I think having a little bit of flanking in this mission might do us wonders. But for now, let's start things off, shall we? Oh wait, I say that though. What's our new ones? We've got the repair support ship. Really? It's a medium as well? That's badass. A little derpy, but we love her. Fair enough. That's really cool. We can have some passive repairs. We've got the rocket howler and the big AoE artillery thing. We actually saw this last episode as it was trying to take us down. And we also got ourselves the fleet support point defense ship. Cool. Well, let's get started then. Ages ago, they actually increased the size of my platforms. It's a lot more tanky, so I think we'll be okay. Hey, this Valk base on our right seems... yeah, there we go. It's barely functional, but... Junior, want some help? Are you actually going to help me? Holtz is helping me! Brother! Awesome! Which is kind of scary, because if my... Wait, is he actually playing? Is he actually going to help me in the battle? How cool is that? Which is actually really bad, because it means we'll probably be expecting to get attacked a lot more if there's going to be 2 versus 1. So that's kind of a good thing and a bad thing at the same time. Okay, so as my friends are building up some bases and stuff there, I'm going to see if I can get myself... Oh no, that's some power right there. He has got one of my really cool ships. I love these ones. They're like a giant armored artillery vessel. Long range, a lot of giant ballistic cannon things. It looks absolutely epic. He is actually playing the game. How cool is that? He's actually in the game with us. So we'll focus then on trying to get the last 2 refineries out. And then we really need to try and probably give a hand in this battlefield here. I think probably the best investment we can do is to get ourselves a big-ass ship to really try and push back the front lines a bit. It looks like he's going to be taking the majority of the damage for me for now anyway, which is quite nice of him. Let's try and get myself some increased matter storage and whatnot, and also some energy storage. This guy's going to come online soon, right? 17 seconds left, so we will be attacked shortly. I'm trying to figure out what the best way of doing this is going to be. I mean, I could just build one of these piercers that would just shoot enemies at long range, and it has good armor as well. Actually, it doesn't have as good as armor as the rocket houser, but we'll build one of those that can hopefully distract enemies as we build up some military forces instead. So let's go over to the yard, and I should probably first do a C-25. Let's get one of these guys down initially, though it looks like I've got no logistics, which is... it happens every time. Let's see... yard size like so I can fit into the little side bits here. A logistics center that will give me what I need, at least I hope so. I think just to get things moving though, we're going to start building some of these other ones instead, just because the battle's already on the way over. Awesome. Damn thing, Valk base lost, control lost, but it's still on our side. Fredex, it's going to be a slog, but you can do it. You've done it before. Give this nerd a lesson. So he was actively playing, then he's stopped now. So at least he's built a few forces, right? So that'll probably give me a little bit of time to get ready before the real enemies come in and just swarm through us. So I think initially The enemy's building a lot of swarm units, right? And their bases aren't that powerful, so I think we're going to go for carrier spam. I'm sorry. This was going to happen anyway, to be honest. But this seems like a good idea to me. We get these carriers going. They start infinitely pumping out units. And we get a good basis of having some reinforcements for the rest of the mission here. So we get 5 of those on task. And also, I'm going to probably build... the repair spot is pretty tempting. Now, let's get ourselves some point defense ships, because they're going to have a lot of small stuff, right? We want to start knocking those things back. Now, back to saving up. We want to get this big-ass upgrade. Now, the thing is, we've actually got too much energy now and not enough anything else. And maybe what would be a good idea is if we build some more cohesion facilities down here. So we'll put 2 of these down, I think. And in the long run, we should get a lot of income. At least I hope so. I might also be tempted to put down more economy as well, but we'll leave that for now. Good, so they should hopefully start building soon, and the enemy's army is on its way over. Now, unfortunately for me, because I have decided to not go for a lot of starting ships, we will have a bit of a problem when it comes to dealing with this. Now, my hope is, if I get some repair bays down... Because he's only using big ships, right? Well, not big. They're armored ships. So these guys should, in theory, just shoot through them quite effectively, I think. So what my plan's going to be, we're going to build a few more of these big-ass turrets. And maybe they can distract and just kill me by themselves for now. At least until the other stuff comes online. And as soon as we get these bombers going, it shouldn't be a problem anyway. I think it'll be under control. So, back to what I was doing. We try and get this guy online, right? So, if we go and look at the yard, C25, 500 income. That's quite a bit of income, but we'll do it. It's fine. We can save up for this. Okay, second wave's coming. It's going to be a lot of waves. So, this would be pretty handy if I got myself, like, some forks or something as well. Though, I will point out the bombers would actually take care of this as well, which should work out quite well. Because I don't think this guy actually has any point defense, right? He's good against drones. I find that curious. He does have something close in laser. Oh, he does have point defense. That's why. Oh, I'm actually surprised. I thought the repair rate would be good enough to keep these guys going passively. So what we can do, if we put down some repair nodes in the middle of the base here. We need more logistics. Damn it. Logistics center online, please. Need some more of these. And, oh, base down. But we've got another few seconds, and then we will get the carriers online for the rest of the mission, which is going to be great at that point. So, I think this is the extent of this base's production capability, so I'm not too worried. But I guess the game's giving us a little bit of time to kill this base before we had to go and deal with this armada over here. So, with this guy coming online, I want to probably go with... Let's have a look. Waking. I think we do want a heavy anti-assault, because if they do have those really big tanky fleets that are really hard to get through the armor, we want to have something that can deal with that. So we're going to lock in there, the Urkdom. We now really are tanking with repair lasers. Probably not the best way of playing the game. I'm going to be honest. It doesn't seem very useful to me. So we'll build a few more of these turrets. We'll build a pulse over here, and I think we'll build an Aegis. After that, I'm going to stop. We'll leave the rest of DPS to my fleets after the fact. So, here they are. The bombing spam will begin. Yes! I love it. Deploy more, my friend. Deploy more. Good. So with that in place, hopefully we can now start swarming over to our enemies, which I'm looking forward to. Money's looking brilliant as well. Let's get some more yards online. I want to get these guys going. 250, thank you very much. Secondary, I think we want to probably go for the general assault. And eventually, I want to build the other two as well. So I'm going to put some of these at the back here and try and get them going. It does actually seem that my income for energy's not that great, so maybe it would be a good idea to quickly dive out and buy myself a few more reactor cores, just to really get the income going here. I don't think I need any more matter income though. That seems to be fine. So it looks like my bombers alone and some assistance from the Valk base have actually pushed this guy back already, but there's a lot of enemies over here. Now what I'm thinking is I'm going to try and move over and help out with turret defenses as well while we're fighting. It could give them a good hand. Let's build some more units. I want to get quite a few. So we're going to do a bit of a mix here. So the enemy's got a lot of swarm, kind of. They've got a lot of assault swarm, which is a bit different than what I would normally used to. But what would be a good way of dealing with this? I'm trying to figure out what would be a good idea. maybe we go for the AoE flak, which is anti-AoE against swarms of lights and mediums. And we also get in the missiles, so we can start applying good pressure to the enemy as well. I'm also going to build 2 more here, and I want to get myself some heat artillery to try and push through that way. And as we got a lot of ships coming in, I'm also going to get myself some of these repair vessels, which I think might be quite a little fun side project here. Awesome. So they're going to start working on that. The enemy's still got a lot of assaults, right? So for this particular base, I think it would be prudent to get myself quite a few flak turrets that can try and break through. More heavy production coming online. Get ready. Okay, this is a warning I was a bit scared about, because it means they are going to keep going for bigger and bigger things. So if I get this turret base online, I can then produce my own defense bastion protecting the Valks. Now, the enemies do look like they're coming in with these heavy Ares, which are armored shields. Their internal process is literally just to sit there and take damage, which is pretty annoying. So I want to, if I can, get some repair base going on the side here, which should hopefully repair anything I'm building on this bastion. And we can also probably put in a few of these turrets to start giving a bit of a hand. Now, as well, if I go around the back, let's just make sure we've got some beam defense to assist at the same time. I also have the ability to build one of these howitzer things with the giant missiles. I think it would be a good idea. So I want to get one of these down at least, and that would actually be in range of the enemy base already, so we can start knocking them out that way. The left-hand side looks like it's under control. I don't think we have to worry about that base so much longer myself. Build done. Okay, cool. Next targets. So I think it's a bit dangerous to build too far forward because the enemy's so close already. So I think we'll build a piercer here, and we'll have a beam spire to its side. Eventually, I want to get the Aegis in the middle, but the question is, can this base actually build in time to start making a difference? Currently, I'm going to go with no. There's a lot of damage coming in here. Maybe a second beam defense would be a good idea, because these rocket bombers are looking pretty scary. Though whatever that was brilliant at doing point defense. I'm very impressed with that. Okay, more areas for production, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. With the excess money and cash, we're going to build more income again. I need to get big increases, okay? Big increases in production to get some big-ass buildings. Come on, protect, protect, protect. So, Aegis is going to be online in a few seconds. We need to get some more of these cannons, though, to try and make an impact backwards. So, we got this big missile. The big missile is on its way, everybody. The big missile is on its way. And it hit a small unit. That wasn't very effective. Not good. Not good at all. I'll tell you what. Let's build some more background turrets. And maybe they can snipe enough to keep them at bay here. The front base is alive, but I don't think it's not going to survive long. Maybe get a backup Aegis maybe get a backup shield generator here for this defense line instead. At least we're starting to get a bit of a front line, though, in a way. Once this is over, we can hopefully move in more. Because remember, as time goes on, I'm getting more and more carriers. So my production over here is getting better and better for the rest of the time. How are you guys doing? Good. Big units are now coming up. I think this is not really a factor. So I'm actually going to tell all these units just to immediately go this way and attack from this location. Mostly because this base is dead. The carriers there will finish it off at some point. It's not a problem. Okay, so let's try and get some more units down. So the enemy's got a lot of everything. So I think maybe some large scale. Can we get more big ships here? We can. So in that case, we'll get some more large scale point defense ships. And we'll also get a tractor beam to pull enemies out of their front line. Try and get rid of some of their backward ships. Let's get some more of these. Not enough room. So if that case, let's get this down. Excellent. So I think a good idea, because I got a lot of like variety units. I think we need to get some anti-torpedo stuff. So we're going to use these to hopefully distract some of their fighter forces. And also at the same time... Oh, it's looking a bit dodgy, isn't it? Did I build... So we do have repair turrets, but they're in the front. So I'm going to build some at the back as well. And I might also fit in a secondary shield generator, because it's looking a bit bad over here, to be honest. It's looking quite dodgy. I mean, no one's died yet, but they are going to start knocking into my allied base defense if we don't push them forward. Okay, looks like my DPS is spreading over there, but we got some big ships coming in now to assist, which hopefully will be a big game changer. Let's go back to the yard. Can't do it quite yet, but I really want to get that on tow. Let's also get some more energy volts, just to increase my general capacity there in the future. Oh, I definitely wanted more point defense. I think that was a good call, building some of it. Fleet support ship. So what are we missing now? It's going to be just the long-range artillery ship, which I think will actually work quite well in this situation. Now, I will point out, it looks like we have broken a lot of the legionaries, so we are now moving forward. which is good news. I think I just want to get in for saving up the last capital ship production facility. Then we're going to build some more like carriers and more generalist attacks, so we have a good balanced fleet in the future here. Oh, that guy is taking damage. Damage! He's not having a good time. I think having a good backline of repairs would also assist if they do manage to break through a little bit. So I'm just going to build some additional units just so we have backup repairs for the future. Also, I'll point out these repairs would actually go through and actually provide repairs to vessels as well, which could be quite useful. Excellent. Okay, so this battle's looking pretty cool so far. We're pushing forward. We've got our pink-blue armada. It looks beautiful. Very, very nice. Okay, so let's go down the back here, and we will start building some back ships to assist the front line over here. I think, looking at their fleet, we still need a lot of, like, anti-armor stuff. But they haven't got very good point defense, so awkwardly I'm going to go and build some more carriers. I'm sorry, it's just how things are. Let's get some more of those guys down. And also, we're going to build ourselves some additional torpedo guys. I really want to overwhelm them. That's my main thing. I want to just have so many small units they won't be able to stop the sheer swarm of power here. Now, the good news is our front line has now moved into the no man's land, so we are making forward progress, but the problem is it permanent? We have to see if we can maintain. If we lose these ships too fast, we will be pushed back once again. Now, I want to point out, we got these little repair guys doing a great job here. They're actually doing a badass job, and they're repairing quite quickly. So, do you know what? I'm so impressed by what I just witnessed. We're going to get a few more of these on the run, so we can get a little bit more protection. I like having spider tanking. I've always been obsessed with it since I used to play EVE back in the day. So, the idea of having fleets that can repair each other infinitely is hilarious to me. So, we're going to build quite a few of those guys to add into the war effort. And let's also build some additional large vessels over here, I think. Done, done, done. Okay, what's next? So I think we want to get ourselves some additional missiles, which constant spam on the enemy defense line. And also I want to get some more point defense to really get rid of some of the missiles they're launching. Like, for instance, right here, this is actually a bit of a problem. That missile spam is actually quite impressive. Oh, are they deploying vessels to the left? Interesting. Now, I will point out that my carriers themselves are just taking care of this for me. The bombers are pretty powerful, so that wasn't really a problem at the end, but it's not a big deal. Let's get some more large yards. Oh, can I put everyone over there? Ooh, just fits in there. It's not the perfect build orders in the world, but it's kind of fitting together. It's not the end of the world. So I want to get another siege unit, so when we get to their base, we can do a lot of long-range artillery damage, but we are now moving firmly into the middle of the no man's land. So I say we are winning this battle at this point, which is good. Now, in theory, I could do some flanking forces, which we might do. I'm actually considering it. So let's get ourselves one more Urkdom, and I'm going to build a secondary flanking force. Now, this flanking force is going to be pretty boring, to be honest. It's going to mostly just be long-range ships that will distract and deploy to bring their forces away and hopefully keep alive at the same time. So we're going to have a squad of 4 carriers, for now anyway. And I'll build some repair ships and an auxiliary with them as well. So these guys are going to have a simple mission where they just simply move to the end of the base over here, and then they attack from the back. Simple. Very good. I don't think they have anything to stop me. As far as I can see... Oh, they do have these giant mortars. But they're damaged for some reason. Oh, I must have done some damage to it myself, because the other ones are totally fine. How do these work? Do they literally shoot giant cannonballs at people? I need to find out. I need to know. I can't tell if it's firing or not. Oh, wait, there it is. Oh my god. It's a giant shotgun shell. Oh, it's like a nuke. It's terrifying. Fair enough. I am sufficiently terrified of that guy. We will probably keep away in the future. Let's build some of these, make sure they're on repair, and probably split up a point defense in case they get overwhelmed. And I think apart from that, I'm happy. We can get these guys going. Excellent. So let's get ourselves some more generic ships for our offensive. Let's build up a little bit, shall we? I want to build on the left-hand side a little bit because the enemy's still kind of here. So I want to make sure we get some good guys there. I'm going to make sure if I spawn units, they move left first to finish off that base, and then we can move in and just use the entire shebang. They have a mortar over here as well. I didn't realise, but my guys are sat out of range of it, so in theory they can never get killed, which is pretty funny. But of course, reinforcements now are going directly towards... Actually, I can get rid of this at this point. I'll get rid of all of them. Yeah, at this point, reinforcements will move directly towards the front line over here. Now, we are starting to touch in. So hopefully we'll start seeing some base losses soon. In fact, there you go. The base losses are going down. Excellent. I got way too much. I honestly, you could play this game way better if you wanted to. But I don't really... We won at this point. I don't think they can stop us. So there wasn't really much need for me to build constantly. I mean, in comparison, when I was doing the missions on trauma mode, I had to constantly figure out build orders and everything. It was terrifying. But in this case, I think we're okay. Not much danger here. Oh, it is very beautiful. Now, if this mission, for instance, spawned in and I didn't have any backup, that would be a different story. That would have been very, very challenging, I think. Beautiful. Where's my, have we seen the fleet? There it is, the fleet support ship. Very cool. So that's going to come in soon. Have we seen the artillery ship yet? I'm pretty sure I put one down somewhere. Oh, do you know what? It's over here. It'll be finished eventually, but it's going to probably take too long. I mean, because the enemy's objective is literally right here, this giant complex. Oh, they got a surrender right. They surely won't let me destroy their entire base, right? That won't be happening. I don't think it would. It'd be pretty crazy if they do that. Oh, look at this. It's very pretty. I love all like the very bright colors on the dark backgrounds. It looks absolutely amazing. Those missile scammers are terrifying. Though I got a lot of point defense on my fleet, so I imagine it won't cause too many issues. Our flanking forces are now spawning in, by the way, so they will also provide more and more additional support as well. But I do think, for the most part, this is completely under control. Let's just get more big ships. Why not? Do you know what we need? We need more carriers. This dude just keeps building fighter bomber carriers over and over again. I can't help it, I'm sorry. He actually is letting his entire base be destroyed. What a madman. Are you going to give up now, buddy? Give up, Brainiac. I have a lot of questions to ask you, and it's easier if you're still alive. Tredex, fighting you is clearly not worth it. Sphinx can remain with you, and we shall attempt cooperation in the future. Tactical admin, scuttle base, and self-destruct. We will see you both again. Goodbye, Mr. Holtz. Till next time. Do they have a thing? No, I'm reading into it too much. I'm sorry. I like romance stories. I'm a weirdo. I hope it's a thing, and I hope that they're very happy together. If it's not happening, I'm shipping it, and they should change the story before they release it and make that into a part of the plot. I'm just going to put it out there. Fredex, they're linking in from somewhere nearby. Oh, scrap. There they go. Oh, is that their main base? Interesting. Done. That wasn't that bad. War in heaven. Save Waters Pass. From what, though? There's so many enemies and allies at this point. I don't know. We could be fighting literally anybody. I don't know. I have no idea. Could be a planet. Just the actual asteroid fields attacking us. Russell, Holtz, Fleet Marshal Fredex, I have read your report. Frustrating as it is, we will have to accept the Tychon as a rogue presence for the time being. Greater concerns have arisen. I must leave you with the first fleet soul. I have battlefronts to conduct. Souls persevere. Oh, so the war started then, I guess. Fredex, Holtz, the second Spanish War has begun. I called it! Our opportunist raid on the Valtoy Coalition's local command center was but a few days ago. In the intervening time, they had rallied and begun assaulting us across Cradle and the surrounding regions. We are well prepared for this, but our forces are not infinite. The Coalition's Admiral Crown knows how to abuse our humanity. They have located a number of our military residences that house the families of our personnel, civilians. Really interesting. They're not very nice people then. Then again, probably both sides aren't very nice. The war is a game of maneuvers. Our forces are engaging her spearheads, but this leaves lower priority locations with minimal defenses, such as Waters Pass. A coalition task force is ripping its way through our settlements and is now en route to level this residency in an effort to redirect our forces elsewhere. Pressel will sacrifice these people for strategic superiority, a notion I cannot entertain. You must assist me. I need these people saved. Fredex and I aren't here to get involved in the war, but if it's civvies at stake, we'll take it. Good, Fredex. I'm granting you access to the Utfrustanov. Utfrustanov. No. The Grand Artillery. Thank you. That's what I need to know. It shoots things. You now have a complete and total arsenal. There is nothing left in our standard combat roster that is kept from you. You wield the might of our grandest capital ships and most terrifying emplacements. Now I say this as a father and a grandfather. I thought it ended there. I was like, what? Unleash hell upon the coalition and dare attack our civilians. That dare attack our civilians. Yes, sir. It'd be funny if that's just how he ends all his communications. I end this as a father and a grandfather. Thanks, buddy. Wait. Hunky Retaria, I have prepared what defenses we can. Cohesion is very limited in this asteroid. What do you mean by that? But we have plentiful mining sites. You mean I can't build economy buildings? Because that would be really bad. I've dealt with a number of Croatian scouting forces already. Intel predicts their main force will consist of heavy and capital ship vessels. We have 90 seconds. Plenty of time, right? I should have arrived another 60 seconds later. Also, prepared a significant store of matter for you. That is a significant store of matter. I will leave it to you how you wish to fortify our front line. I'm sure you will keep us safe, Marshal. Thank you, ma'am. Yet she isn't kidding. We're looking at 20% matter income efficiency. Whoa! Are you kidding me? That's not good. Our yards will hold their ships till our opponents get here, then launch, otherwise they'll burn their cores out in the atmosphere. Get fortifying for X. This is a very unique kind of mission, and I normally suck at them. So, I'm more of a strategy player of RTS where I have economic superiority. If they've taken away that from me, I'm gonna kind of suck. Oh, is the game already running? I might have to reload this 2 seconds there, but not good. Not good at all. It's the super artillery. Anti-capital. We got 2 super artilleries. Oh my god. This is a big ass cannon. So, we have some allied units, civilians. We have a lot of existing vessels, which is terrifying because it means this is going to be more of a battle where you have to win or you lose, which means in my first attempt, I won't know what the hell's going to be going on, which is currently what we're looking at right now. So we have to figure out how things go. Let's see if we can figure out where to put our defenses, shall we? So my thoughts are, we want to have some good bastion kind of things, right? So I noticed that we've got a little Aegis still over here. I think, personally, we should have 2 super cannons over here, and we hold this as a priority. Now, in theory, they can flank us, but until they get to this city, does it matter? And also, I've got to say, that if they go through this bit, we also die as well. So we want to hold, I think, in the middle with these extreme range units. So what we're going to do, we're going to have 1 in the middle each side. And we're just going to hopefully hold this bit. So we'll build these guys down. And let's see what else we can do. So we know our econ is terrible, right? And we've got asteroids everywhere, apparently. Oh, there really is asteroids everywhere. If that is the case, then we just go for plan B, right? We just go... I will have my economy. I don't care what the game tells me. I will have it. I will make, if I put it in the right direction, as many income items as I want, okay? We're doing it. It's fine. So we're going to look, put those guys down. Hopefully they can start generating cash for me. There's no limit on power, right? So we will put down a little bit of power generation. Just like over here or something. That should be fine, right? Cool. So I just spent a lot of my money on utility. which some of you may be face palming right now. But I want my economy. So they're going to go and do that in a second. Let's have a look around. So we've got these super weapons coming up soon, and we've got little bastions, right? So weirdly, it's the opposite of the way around I would have done it, where they have the beam defense at the front, and I guess technically we have these cannons as well, right, at the front here. But I want to hold from this bit. So what we're going to be doing, we're going to be putting down some additional big... I'm having a brain fart, everybody. Where is the gun? Dust piercer, thank you. So we want to have these guys like so on either side. And I've run out of energy. That's as far as we can go. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for watching. Hopefully we can build more. So we get these guys down soon. And what I was going to do with my excess income, by the way, I really wanted to spam out carriers. But I can't do it right now. So anyway, we have these dust dudes down. We have some beam spires in the corners. And hopefully they can hold. I won't spend any more on defenses for now. At least until I get absolutely wiped out and have to reload. Then I would know what I'm doing next time. But for now, that's going to be my initial plan, okay? Next up, we want to get defenses, right? So unfortunately, the game did tell us that they won't be deploying anything until the battle starts. So I can't get any additional resources. Why? Just deploy the miners, game. I don't know why you're doing this. So let's go and start building. What do you reckon we need? What can we even do? Release of generate energy, right? So I can put down some bases. And I want these guys to start producing the ability to have carriers. A little bit. It should have us at a time. I think a little bit of carrying, right? It should be fine. We got a lot of these heavy cannon fires. We got a lot of these big vessels. I think we should be okay. As long as the enemy mostly attacks through the start here. Oh, is it starting? That doesn't seem that bad. Is there multiple waves? Good day, Fleet Marshal. Good day to you as well. The Valtoric Coalition wishes to acquire residency and the lives of all your personnel. You can either surrender your share or suffer hostile takeover. Attention, Coalition Punk. I am more than happy to write your eulogy and include the part where you get your ass handed to you by a backwater outpost. A mark for death individual. You are an excellent opportunity to increase my portfolio value. I look forward to writing your post-mortem report. Kick his ass, Marshal. Yes, ma'am. Alright, here we go. Yards return to normal, deploying forces. Thank you very much. So things are on the way. And my mass mining has begun, so brilliant. Now, what I was going to say with my additional forces, it's a bit weird how I've already deployed, but we're going to try and get through a load of repair vessels so I can spider tank. I am trying to cheese. That is my plan, okay? I will become a cheesy man. So, how is this fleet that dangerous? Am I missing something? I don't think it would even get through the defenses I had before I even started playing. There must be more to this mission, surely. Regardless, we're going to pretend that... Well, I'm going to work towards the assumption that it's going to be a problem. So we're going to continually keep building more and more units. And I'm going to get... I'm not even going to tell you what I'm going to build. You don't even need to guess at this point, okay? I'm not going to go more than this, so I think for now. I want to get a bit more variety. So now I'm going to work on having a balanced fleet being produced. Now, unfortunately, I guess, my units are moving forward to attack the enemy. Are they making a base? No, they're not. I guess it's just they've got some rocks at the back, and the rocks are pretty good at, well, just being generally annoying. I've noticed the enemy, my game hasn't given me any anti-armor range units, which is quite interesting. So I guess the idea is that it looks good, but these will break through. So with that in mind, let's see if we can build some additional anti-armor-ish kind of units here. So the enemy's fleet is heavies and capitals, correct? Now, I will point out, they do have a lot of generalist defense, but I don't think they got a lot of small, right? So if we perhaps go and get ourselves some missile spammers, they might be pretty effective. I'm also very tempted to get myself some general torpedo spam as well. I think that could work out quite well. So we're going to build some variety of units down here. So I want to get some flak, I want to get some RT, I want to get some point defense, and I want to get just one of those. That'd be fine. Okay, so the enemy's going to come in closer now. The range is going to be a problem. And we've also run out of logistics. So let's try and fix that if we can. And I want to stand out this way. These roids are pretty good for matter income, but we're not generating too much. And once they run out, they're going to pretty much be end of it anyway. Do we generate infinite? No, it only generates one mining vessel at a time. Okay, I see. So I'm actually technically limited in that fact. So the enemy's forces are breaking through quite rapidly, which is very concerning. I didn't think it would be this quick. Now, of course, something we haven't done is build... Got no logistics. No! We haven't built up the repairs of these bastions, which is concerning. So I'm going to hopefully get those guys built soon. We are shooting at range here, but without repair turrets, it's going to be quite limited on how effective this is going to be. So let's try and get you guys down soon. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Done. I think we need more units in general. So there are a few other options we can try and push through here. Let's start building some additional yards near the front line. Probably not. Actually, let's do it around the back. Do it over here. I should have also tried to fit in the large vessels so we can get some additional armored assault units. I think they'd be very, very useful for this battle. Good. We are... I reckon there's going to be more than one wave, personally. I think they're going to come back. So... what do we... I think we'll go for 1 point defense. And we'll go for 1 heat artillery for now. And I think we're going to spend the rest of the money on building additional large shipyards. But it does look like we've got it. Good. That wasn't that bad. Oh. There's 3 waves. I understand. Thank you. So, that wasn't simple as that. Now, I guess the issue is going to be, how does this mission work? Are they going to attack from exactly the same direction? Or are they going to decide to come around the back of me? Oh, I understand. I was actually going to point out, why is the enemy not just flat out come around behind me? They literally can't. We are inside a giant asteroid. That makes way more sense now. I understand the static defense line situation. So with that in mind, I think because we're continually producing, right? So I definitely want to get some bigger yards, and hopefully they won't turn off my yards while we're waiting for the next attack to come through. So we're currently producing the artillery and the heavy, what's it called again? Heavy anti-armored assault, thank you very much. I want to get a fleet support unit so we can get some general defense values at all my nearby units. I think it's all about to be pretty prudent to build up a little bit of... So let's wait a little bit for this to finish off. We're actually running out of asteroids, I think. So I might have to build some matter just to get a little bit of passive income for the future. So I also want to get myself the armored assault finally. Now, I'm going to build out again, and we're going to start trying to build some matter income, despite being very inefficient. We looking good? Oh, the fleet's already here. So this one's a lot of generalist firepower. I think because I built a lot of like spam and stuff and like general long range items, we should be looking pretty good. Unless the last final fleet is ridiculously strong, I'm not particularly too concerned at this point. Let's try and get through when you guys are finished with your little buildings thing there. Some additional units. Let's also put down some more room for me in the future as well. So 20%, so this will generate 2 matter a second, so it's not going to really... It'll help it out a little bit, I think, but not too much. Okay, so unfortunately, because my fleet's moved forward, we're now fighting the enemy away from my defensive line, which is a good thing and bad thing, I guess. I don't know. It's a bit half and half, I think. What is the point of this? I was kind of confused by it earlier. How's the silo? 150 piercing damage. I don't know how useful this thing is. It's got 40 armor value. So for future bastions, if I'm building one without any like allied assistance, I should put these at the front. That's a lot of armor value. It'll actually be pretty handy. I will consider that next time. Regardless, we needed more attack. We got too much spawners and not enough other things. We need more. Okay, so I think it's always a debate. Do I go for maybe just a bunch of armored assaults would help out quite a bit, because the enemy's got rocks, which I think would actually struggle against the armor value of these. So we're going to build some of these dudes up and see if they help us out in the future. I want to keep building out this way. I'm going to continually doing the economy, even though the game said there's not much point of it. I don't care what they say. I'm building more. We've got some enemy flanking forces, which is quite concerning, actually. Now, these static defenses should hold them off, I think. But we have lost those bases on the side there, which is not great. How are we doing with mining, by the way? Mining's effectively finished. Oh, we got... Interesting. So I didn't realize there was a lot of mining we can do over here. But I imagine the enemy's going to probably flank me on the right-hand side a bit more next time. Okay, a lot of my forces are coming in. I don't think they're going to survive too much longer here. We should be able to overwhelm them as more people show up. I do, though, want to probably get... Where are they? I can't remember what they're called now. It was his utility ship. I want to get this tractor beam projectile. I think if we can pull them out, we can really damage them a lot faster. So I'm going to try and get that in the runs there. And on the flanks, it's going to be a bit strange. I'm going to put down some random platforms spawning more carriers again. I do apologize, but the idea is going to be, if I can do it properly, there you go. I want these guys to just always be on the flanks in case they try and go around. And I'll have with them, I think, our armored ship. And they also get a point defense ship. Oh no, yeah, that should be fine. Just in case, we can use these guys as to protect the flanks as they go around there. So I'm going to do exactly the same over here. If I can get more matter anyway. And we'll see if that can help me out. So, same thing as before. That's the wrong one. What am I doing with my life? Armored assault and point defense. Cool. So you guys are going to go from here and then attack round. Excellent. Okay, they're on task. So I'm very concerned about them going around like with these flanking vessels. They're quite concerning. Even the reason I'm using carriers, by the way, is that they spawn and attack whatever's closest, so they will be able to quickly try and stop any incoming enemies. Okay, in terms of this bit though, it looks like we've got this under control now, which is good to see. I'm going to try and build some more logistics centers, and final fleet just pitched up. Twin Aries, 2 Kecklins and 2 Rocks with a ton of Lamagers. Anti-armor spam. So just looking at that, they got quite a good... Wait, what are they? Interesting. I'm required to inform you that you have incurred a cost penalty amounting to the assumed price of the warships here and destroyed. I will be collecting this personally. You'll be collecting a black eye, Death Jockey. So, where's this fleet? I thought that was a fleet for a second. I was like, oh my gosh. Ah, thank you. So, these are going to be the problem, because they're going to constantly spawn in new units. And I don't even know what this is. Oh, this is a base broadside. A lot of range, great at killing the structures. And they've also got some rocks as well. So that's a lot of danger. That is a lot of danger. So I think we probably need to get some more heavy units ourselves up, if we can afford it. But of course, matter now is really a big problem. Would it be cost effective to... They are still mining. I think we are now building more logistics and we just keep going for additional units. Now, my spam units are looking quite numerous at this point, which is quite nice. But they're going to probably be offset a little bit by this carrier force. You can see it's kind of a bit half and half already. So ideally, if I'm going to build more big units, I want to probably get the anti-armor assault units. I think they're going to be the good ones to go forward with here. It's theory as well, the long-range cannons would work, but I really want to make sure we have, like, quick, fast anti-armor damage as well. Everyone's moving in, looking good. Now, the good news is I built the carriers at the start. There should be quite a few of them in the back line, so hopefully we can see quite a few spawners this time. I mean, look at this. It's a constant line of bombers and frigates coming in. Good. I'm actually very happy that I built them first, though. Because this could have been way worse if I didn't have a lot of because the game told us, right? Capitals and heavies. I may have just not gone for any lights at all. It's like an AoE cloud they've got stopping me there. Interesting. They are coming in though. Okay, more capital shipyards if we can. Should I go for 2? I guess we could go for 2 of them. They're quite tanky, so they will get hits off first. We'll do that for now. The enemy's actually just broken through though to my front line, which is not great. Let's try and get some additional units up over here, and I think we'll go for the armored assaults again. Though with these guys, they're kind of like very fast but very fragile units. They haven't got a lot of HP, they've got a lot of armor. So once they go down, they're gone, but the ones at the back are going to be very problematic with their spam. So I think if we get some point defense as well as some additional heat artillery to always do damage, that should work out quite well. And I will also leave these guys on basics so they can produce some armored assault units. So I'll try and offset the Lamager assault. Remember, they're not going to be reinforcing. It's a bit dodgy, isn't it? We're not looking too good. The front line is kind of broken. And we need to get rid of these quick assault ships that are killing all my carriers. Because we can't really rely on the base defenses because the enemy has unfortunately produced a lot of range units. They're going to cause some havoc here. I think I'm actually going to go and invest myself in an additional long-range support sniper to help give us a bit of a hand there. Let's get more income going. Good. The enemy assault ships are gone. Now we're looking at enemy missile ships. So hopefully my spam units will move forward now and take these guys down. They are still moving towards my front line though, which is concerning. But as we keep going forward though, they're losing units and I'm not. So that is a big increase in firepower there, in my opinion. The rook spam though is always kind of terrifying because there's quite a lot of them here. How do you actually work, my friend? Do you just like shoot a giant railgun or something? Oh my god, it literally hit it killed that ship. That wasn't even the target. The target was this one. That was amazing. Okay, that was... I like that. That was awesome. I enjoyed watching that. Okay, so we can't get any closer. We need to get ourselves some either point defense or more carriers ourselves. I think we do 4 carriers. I'm going to do 1 point defense ship. We haven't even reached my front line yet, but they have got a lot of momentum right now. They have killed for a lot of my units. We need some, like, sniper ships to get rid of these guys. Because rooks are very good at defending each other. And if they're in a big group like that, it is actually quite problematic. I need more room. Believe it or not, I can't believe it. Let's get more defense turrets down. I think, if I can, I want to build these big heavy ones at the front. We're going to need the Bastion very shortly, I believe. Now, the good news is my random flanking carriers are actually working quite well because they're going around the back and distracting them a little bit. And they are doing some damage, which is quite nice to see. Unfortunately, the fleet command ship was too slow and it's now attacking by itself, which is probably not the best thing in the world. Though it looks like we just killed one of their capital ships. 1 rock down. So that's brilliant. They got another one over there, though. Hopefully that'll be the next target. The sheer amount of units coming towards them right now is quite impressive, I got to say. I'm looking forward to seeing them get a bit closer. So, I want to start off doing these long-range missiles. We want to have dual shielding. Or maybe triple shielding. And I also want to have the repair turrets. This is not really to attack. It's more just to distract and defend. But I can also put some dust piercers around as well. Done. With the high armor value. That was what I'm referring to there. I think we've got this in the bag, personally. Oh, look at my armored assault ships going in. Now, they should break through and knock out that rook. They are dying quite quickly. They are doing some impacts there. Excellent. The enemy's got a lot of enemy point defense units, though, so maybe... Do you know what? I think we've got it. I think what we've deployed is enough to win this battle here. This is the broadside ship, by the way. Very cool. It literally shoots like so. So you can see why it's effective against base defenses. It just absolutely melts them. However, so do bombers. They're getting absolutely destroyed by the flank because they're by themselves. And more units are coming in, which is good to say. And there's nothing I can really do to stop this damage coming in. So if it gets in range, they are quite devastating. They're down to literally the last carrier as well. So I don't even know what happened to the other one. I guess the armored assault's got it. What is even happening here? Why have they got purple beams? I don't know. Very close to victory here. Did I even get a use of these howitzers? Oh, they are launching their rockets, though. Do you know what would have won this battle quickly? If they just gave me that nuclear missile launcher, we could have just killed it right away, right? Just shoot when they came in. Problem solved. Oh, no, the spam's too much. The enemy's falling. That's the last of their capitals. Well done, Marshal. I'll take it from here. A pleasure, ma'am. You! I shall have a detailed assessment of your actions here today. The price of this failure will rest on your head. Victory. Oh, I guess a rail cannon must have shot that. Victory. There you go. Well, everybody, that was that. I mean, that was a really fun story campaign. Bit different than before. I do prefer just flat out going and fighting like an RTS kind of style battle, but I guess I'm spoiled with that over time. I'm interested to see how, because at this point we've been given every single unit in the game for this faction, right? So I'm interested to see how that will translate to the final few missions, because at this point it's going to be just tactics, right? We're going to be, how do you win against your enemy? There's no new like gimmick to use or anything. It's just going to be flat out win with what you already have. Apart from that, everybody, thank you for watching this video. As always, please like, subscribe, comment below, and I will see you next time. Bye.